Hi, everyone. My name is Angie Hernandez, and this is my personal journey towards understanding in my IAS 108 class. So I decided to do my presentation on visual art. Visual art has always been around me, but over time, something that began as simply looking at artwork and just noticing it, developed into a deeper appreciation, for the meaning, the techniques, and the overall emotions that are integrated into an artist's, piece of art. I think it's important to understand the perspectives that are taken into consideration when creating art, because the way someone views art may not be the same way you view it. And this is how my perspective has changed over time. So, the beginning. Visual art has always been around me in school and daily life, but I would just see it as just that, just pictures or drawings. I didn't really think there was any talent or meaning behind it. I kind of just thought, yeah, that's really pretty. Yeah, you're talented. And I come from a pretty artistic family, I like to think. My older brother is super good at drawing, and so is my younger brother. And I am not. I get so impatient when something doesn't look good and I just give up. And like I I just don't know why. But this course has helped me see that there is so much more behind art. For example, like this airplane on my presentation, to me it could just be a simple airplane, but to the artist who drew it, it could signify how their life took off, or it could have a different meaning. And we really don't know. And I think that's something that's beautiful in art, and something that can be done in art is the different perspectives and the different meanings behind each piece of art. Some key moments and growth. I've learned that there are elements in art like lines and shapes and textures that overall contribute towards the art, the piece of artwork itself. Um, I also started to notice that artists use emotions, and their culture to intentionally create artwork. My perspective changed when I learned about how different elements of art are used in creating artwork. I liked learning about how art reflects culture and emotions and history, and not just overall skill and talent like I once thought. Some unexpected twists and the impact art and visual art has had on me. My journey through art In my journey through art, I have become more confident in sharing my thoughts about it. I used to fear that what I was thinking was wrong, and I kind of learned that there isn't really an incorrect way of viewing a piece of art, because everyone can see something different. And I think that's what makes art so meaningful, is because you can see it in so many different ways. And it doesn't matter because perspectives are different for everyone, and you may see something differently than I see it. But when we come together, we can enjoy a beautiful piece of art. My final reflection, I think this journey in this class has taught me that visual art is a powerful form of communication that doesn't need words to communicate. You can express yourself through ideas. And I know a lot of people are always, always saying, you always hear the expression, a picture can tell 1,000 words. And that is so true. Because it really does, you don't have to explain to someone why you feel that way. They can see that, the scribbles on your paper are your emotions that are at its all-time peak. Or, if you feel calm and mellow, you might use cooler tone colors and things like that. So it definitely changed how I look at creativity in my everyday life, and how we should definitely celebrate artists and their hard work and contribution to a piece of art that it may look simple, but there's so much more meaning behind it. Bye, everyone. Thank you. I really enjoyed this class, and I hope everyone enjoyed my presentation.